Peter and Kalinka had settled into a more relaxed routine. They'd taken the words they spoke to each other seriously, and when the other had asked for space, it was granted. The balance was returning to their relationship. They had changed their apartment so Kalinka had an office space she could use in the den. Peter's was set up in the second bedroom. They'd added a Murphy bed for visitors. It folded up against the wall and gave Peter a space of his own. Making the physical changes to the apartment had given them each a place of their own. The mental changes needed to successfully live together were a work in progress, but they'd committed to making that work. The path was clearly before them. It was no more evident than now, snuggled together on the couch watching a documentary about life on our planet. They were completely happy and in the moment. The episode ended. Peter pulled Kalinka closer and said, "Ah, I love this feeling, Kalinka." Kalinka returned the hug and sighed. "I do too, Peter. I feel like it's you and I, nothing in the world in our way." Peter agreed. "So true, Kalinka. I'm so glad we were able to talk. Putting things in perspective and having a plan has made a world of difference for me." "For me as well, Peter," Kalinka said. They laid in each other's arms as the credits rolled. Kalinka suggested getting the evening meal started, but Peter wanted to spend a few more minutes laying together. Kalinka agreed. An hour later they woke, snuggled together. Kalinka sat up and said, "That was unexpected, but welcome," she smiled at Peter. Peter agreed and said, "I feel completely refreshed now. How about you barbecue and I'll take care of the rest?" "Deal," Kalinka replied. She got up and went to the wine fridge. She chose a nice bottle of rosé and showed it to Peter. Peter said, "It's been a while since we've had a rosé. A nice pre-meal choice, Kalinka." "I thought so too, Peter." Kalinka opened the bottle and poured 2 glasses. Peter made his way to the kitchen. Kalinka handed him a glass and held hers up. "To this evening," she toasted. "To this evening," Peter returned the toast. Hi, Cheap here. Welcome to episode 81 of my Let's Play with Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, Rote Bucht 1.0 Reboot. Thanks for taking time out of your day to spend part of it with me. Appreciate that. So, we left off here with me scratching my head a little bit about whether to have an open storage here to, to keep any overflow of nuclear fuel. And I think that's probably a pretty decent idea. More of a backup than anything. There's definitely space in here, and if we're on top of things, it should never be an issue. But again, that's why take a chance? And if it backs up in here, that's when we'll be exporting the UF6. So I think we're fine. I know when I was the storages didn't start filling until the external storages didn't start filling until the internal storages were full in both of these. So really not necessary to have one for our conversion plant, but as kind of a bit of a fail-safe, I think. If nothing more, we'll have one here, an overflow. Just keep this running, if you will. So, yeah. So I don't know how big we need. And this might even just fit right here without having to do anything with the roads. Okay, yeah. That'll be fine, I think. I don't really see this as being that big a deal. There isn't a whole bunch else that's gonna go on this side, like no garbage containers or any of that kind of stuff. So that'll all be more on the inside. So yeah, I think that's fine. So I'll put that down. Get our connection dealt with. I this is going to be graveled, so I think for the gravel, it's probably a better idea to get rid of these connections. Yeah, just get rid of it so we can build that section all in one. And these ones, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that as it is. Those sections are big enough that that'll work out just fine. So okay, we're here, and I was thinking as I was and I didn't hurt myself getting ready to do this. When we start working on this bridge, I was just going to upgrade it, but it's really our only access point, and the time that this bridge is being upgraded, got a fire heating plant that should be taken care of without issue. We lose access to building the roads and everything over on the nuclear side. So I thought, why wouldn't I just put a bridge, the bridge that I want, right beside it, and then we still have access for building roads and getting other stuff dealt with while this bridge is getting built. So I think I'm going to do that. I haven't really decided what type of bridge I want to put over here. I don't know if I want to do a concrete bridge. We seem to have a lot of issues supplying enough concrete. Although hopefully that's going to go away soon. I'm not sure if we had a prefab bridge, a beam bridge. I'm not sure what this is actually made from. Okay, we got another construction done. Oh, sweet. Okay, let's so we should get some staff in here shortly. I don't think there's anything else that needs to happen for this. Curious to know where. Okay, it will reach the beer hall, so that's good. And yeah, we've got people working now. Sweet. And I don't know, what do we have left here? A little bit of concrete, of course. And yeah, a little bit of concrete. So 2 more loads there, and then we'll have a peek at what it takes to or we want to build another sports building over here as well. So yeah, I'm not sure about the bridge. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Fire extinguished, good stuff, thank you. Bridge, yeah. Yes, for sure not a concrete bridge. Steel and brick bridge. We got all the bricks in the world, and a fair amount of steel. So if I do something like that, I mean, obviously it's going to be a little bit on the side of the road, and we'll have to maybe just change the angle a little bit. Yeah, I don't think that's really a big deal. I'm not loving that. I was hoping to make it a little bit gentler, a connection. Like a angle is what I'm trying to say, and maybe I shouldn't be overly fussy about how that comes out. because yeah, it's fine. Relax, it's good. Okay, yeah, and we don't need to connect this other end up at all here, so or at least not right now. Right, yeah. It's not going to hurt to have it there. At least we get it, get that built. I'm just going to leave it in plan mode for the time being. I don't want to get started on it too soon. There's still a couple of other projects that I want to get dealt with on the other end. So yeah, that's we'll be waiting to get that dealt with there. Okay, so that's cool there. Just trying to think of what's the next option. For planning this, we're gonna need road access. Okay, I'll go there then. And I don't think, yeah, so I don't, better check that. Building's on fire. Which building? Demolition office. I think that's covered. Yeah, definitely covered. Good. Okay. I close I am. Okay, good. So yeah, we won't need anything more than that connection right there. And we can connect this up. This up. And that. And then we should be able to build this all the way up to here. Now, getting down here might be a little bit of an issue, but we'll see how far we can get this to go. Oh, it's actually going pretty well. Fire extinguished, good stuff. Okay, so each of those sections can now have materials delivered once we get to that point. Cool. So let's have a look and put some garbage containers in. This will have a road here, so I think if we put a big garbage container right in this area, that should work out pretty good. And we can obviously adjust this as we need. But if I have them at least in place now, there's a reasonable chance I'm going to remember that we'll need these in the future. Okay, and we might need to have one for each of those because of, excuse me, road issues. Probably, yeah. I have this one here. Sorry, that's not the one I want. This is the one that I want. Okay, it does fit in there. And that's, yeah, that's leaving room for our footpath there, and want to make sure that I leave room for the footpath there as well. Okay, so that's those 4 buildings covered, and we'll need one up here as well. pretty sure the small one is going to be enough for this. We'll get this lined up. Again, we'll hook up the road after the fact. Okay, nice. Health change is good. And we got rid of all the water complaints. Well, not all. We're down. We've got, this happened 13 times, but it's a marked difference. So that's good. What's our university looking like? Okay. 10,931. That's a little bit lower than what we were wanting. And we still have a fair number of patients here. Okay, well. Is there nobody on their way here with this? It's just buses? No, there's a couple of mixers there now. Okay. And I'm hoping there's a mixer in this mix. Yes, there is. Okay. How are we looking here? We're into May. Fields are all dealt with. Okay, looks good. I should probably plant a few more trees as well for our forestry. There we are. I was blanking out completely on that. Plant them in here just because we like to see trees growing through our industrial complexes. Okay. I'm just quickly checking here to make sure that everything is as expected. 100% sun. So this temperature is what I'm really interested in. Okay, and I'm holding off planning out water and electricity and sewage because I'm not 100% sure where I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna have I'm quite sure I'm gonna have the road into the city down this direction. So I think I'll just begin with that. We'll go out to about here, something like that. Exactly how much road I'm going to need. But I did say I was going to measure, so why wouldn't I do that now? Oh, measure. There we are. Okay, so if we go from here and to there, that's half a kilometer. And I wouldn't want to get any closer than that, and that's a fair amount of space that we wouldn't, so we can start building our city back here. Yeah, I'm going to give that a try. So if I put this let's see, do we have an option for keeping it square? Yeah, my eyes. That's what we're using. Okay. So that's as close as we want the city to be. And I'm thinking, I mean, we've got a little bit of water here, but that bank is quite steep, and I think the bank here is just as steep. Excuse me. We're pretty much right in the middle of the two of these. Yeah, I don't know. We can try it. We can give it a shot and see. Not waste. Sewage. Sewage discharge. See if we can even have an outside chance. Okay, well, if we can get that ground leveled, it would work. We're not going to get a green one, I'm quite sure. Because it does need a little bit of flat to get that where we need it. Okay, let's bring this down as small as we can get and try going from there. No, okay. I wasn't sure if that was gonna cooperate or not. But, well, yeah. Not a real big fan of actually putting the the sewage on this side, right by our lovely bridge. Yes, similar issue here. Wow, it's trying to flatten out, but as soon as you flatten it out, no, it's kind of. I'm thinking now I'm gonna have to do that from this side. Got to be a little bit higher because it didn't like that. So let's try building this up from there. And I said I wasn't a big fan. Oh, there we are. It is what it is, right? Okay. No. I'm sorry, I just realized that we need to get a yeah. Can we get one up this way? Okay, let's try something else. Let's smooth this a little bit. Actually, I should get rid of that footpath. What was that? Stop production. Okay, fine. Yeah, the footpath needs to go. It's kind of hurting the smoothing operation. Okay, let's see. They're not orange, but they're not. Okay, we're good. We can get out here now. Awesome. And then we would just peel that into here for fire and all the rest of that. Okay, so that's not bad. We have our sewage. We will probably want to have our, excuse me, water out this direction. Yeah, I think that's the place to go. I'm just looking at the azimuth, trying to get it as square as I can. Okay. So that's good. And let's check and see. Not treatment, water well. 95%. Wow, that's a good number. Okay. Gonna put one here. That we can, will allow us to have one on the other side as well. If we get to that same point that we got to with our other, oh, no, they're not. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for people. And I got it in slow-mo again. I got getting myself hooked into that. Or forgetting to do the fast mode. Not getting that many complaints anymore. Just some, oh, garbage containers overfilled. Is there no garbage container over here for these guys? Does not look like it. At least that they can. Okay. Okay, well, let's get that situation sorted out. Larger one. It's gonna cover a lot, but that's fine. Yeah, that's good. And it's right by the road, so that's even more good. Yeah, we can get a mechanism on that. And let me know when that's done so I can start construction of the actual stand itself. Okay. So the rest of these guys are probably about the same. Cool. That's a good thing. Same scenario here. Sports. Okay. Let's... Oh, that's the heat exchanger. Okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking find something sports related right in the middle here. We want a 24/7 365 solution. Outdoor swimming pools not cover that, is it? And I've kind of resisted putting more. I'll get that garbage in there. Putting more. Pardon me. Using the pools, they're, you know, they are overused. But I think part of the reason that they're overused is that they work. Well, let's see, we've got a sports hall right there. That's the sports hall. So maybe this is the sporting quadrant. I don't know. Okay, let's just run with it, not get too fussed about what exactly is going in there. Obviously, don't want to put the same thing back in, but sorry, I just want to check the numbers on this. 18 and 90. The sports hall was 15, so Oh, it's got a road connection as well. So why don't we spin that around and feed it off of that road, and then we'll have yeah, we'll have a connection off the front and the back, and everything should be good, hopefully. Okay, and if that's a kindergarten. Okay. Road. Construction's done. Which one is this? Oh, awesome. Well, people should start moving in. Oh, immediately. Okay, let's continue on over here. Okay. I think if I connect this there, that will give further access. I don't know if this is faster. Having them come that way gives more coverage or not, but I'm running with it. Okay. Yeah, that took no time to to get a whole group of people in there. And this is almost done as well. It'll be interesting to watch this as it populates. I think we're to the point now that we have enough 21-year-olds. Construction's done, and just, yeah, immediately populated. Wonder what that? Yeah, we've got workers there now, so I think we can start. We can start working on increasing the frequency of some of these lines. Do we have many more workers over here? No. It's a pretty good number. A lot of it should be okay. Let's okay, focus. Okay, I think wanting to have the line that goes here, increasing that to begin with. I'll add a bus, the Yelch 043PO something. Okay. All right. Don't need the contour on either. Oh, and looks like we're cleaned up here now as well. I should probably nuke that road too and get them cleaning that up. Just while I'm thinking about it. Okay, bus. Oh, and they're still working on the sewage there. He did go to the depot. I didn't think he would. That was the bus that or the dumper that we replaced the other, the dead dumper with. Okay, bus. Bus. 301, and it's the white one. Yeah. Okay, so we'll buy one more of those. And I want to assign you. Do that route. Yeah, you are being assigned to that route. Awesome. Okay, so there's one that's got a little bit of an increase. I just want to take this nice and carefully. I don't want to overextend all of that stuff or anything there, honestly. We need prefabs. Boy, do we need prefabs. Got everything else delivered, but yeah. Okay, well, they are happening. Okay. All right, so this area is should end up getting a little bit more in terms of people. Wow. Now, there's sorry, this bus station right here. This line, there's 4. Wouldn't hurt my feelings if we added another bus on here, and that's another Yelch as well, but it's the blue one. Okay, that's cool. Let's go. Buying another bus. Bus and Yelch. Bus. I did it again. I don't know how I did that. This is the blue one. With, I think it has, yeah, those windows. So we'll buy one more bus for you. And we'll set you to that line. You keep coming back here. I don't know why you're doing. Okay, we'll start you. Because I got to remove that stop. Goodness. Okay, away you go. Get to work. Okay, so did also want to one more. Well, at least let me check out the 2 buses that we have here. I don't think the 2 buses are enough to keep. To have a full rotation. I think we would need one more bus, but I also think these Yelches are probably far bigger than we really need. So there's one of them there. We can see where missing steel. Okay, there's steel. They are picking up 90 workers now. Whether that's actually they all get, yeah. See, we weren't dropping them all off. So I think those buses are actually a little bit too big for what we've got going on here. We're 20 0 at this point, but 10, so that's 30, 15, 45. 65, not out of the realm. 70, yeah. So 90 really isn't that far out if we had everything working. Yeah, we're going for one more Yelch. Okay, let's try this again and see what show all and bus. Okay. As soon as I type something, it changes. Okay, so it wasn't me doing something silly. And it's the white one with the cover on it, where the window's wrapped around. And bus station, end station. Perfect. Okay, good. We'll start you. Or we start you. Okay, good. Finally getting a chance to optimize some of that, although I'm really thinking that we're still not really. Another fire in Mezina. That should be taken care of. Yes, it is. We haven't settled our population thing. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. I don't know. Mostly don't know why that is. Stroke or heart attack. Maybe we need to be a little bit stronger on the alcohol side. I don't know. I don't need the bus stop. University, this is a decreased birth rate. No, we don't want that. And there's still a lot of people in the hospital. Or more than I'm used to seeing. All right, well, it doesn't look like we've overwhelmed a whole bunch here. I mean, this is... we're producing more than enough of the iron. I don't think that's this stop is a concern. We can just continue. As it is. We've increased this one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we've got 5 on there, so we'll oops, sorry about that. We'll let that all settle out. Okay, I'm going to start on the roads down here on this side. And oh, I forgot to make this a gravel road. There we go, and that's a gravel road. This is a gravel road, and that's a gravel road. Let's do 4 of them. Yeah, we'll get 4 roads going. So, yeah, city's going to mostly be in this area here. I'm gonna try to save this area and this area for some of the the services that we need. Got to find a good place for a bus stop, all that good stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna start on that, and I think what I'm going to do is get dumpers and mechanisms working on that road, and this road, get them working on that. And then we can get the bridge started. I was thinking I would, increase the think I'll double this. We'll get two of the ships. So it's a river cargo ship. The river. This one right here. Yeah, we'll get a couple of those. Oh. Whoops. I wanted to get that, have that line available so that it can add them to a line. Okay, set the line. Messina Cargo Harbor Small. That's the one right there. And we don't need to go to the depot. Cool. And the other ship. It's a little bit easier way to deal with things. Actually use this set line. I haven't used it that often. Seems to work pretty well, I guess, if you're patient enough with it. Okay, cool. So we've doubled that. We'll see how much impact that has on this. I'm gonna do something, a little experiment. Just curious to see if this is going to affect the, excuse me. Yeah, it does. Cool. So that takes a little bit of heat off of this intersection. I should probably, yeah, do that. Set a little priority. I don't think we need this road. In fact, I'm quite sure we don't. Sorry. Okay. Now, wow. It's in coal. Okay. We're building collapsed. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely having more people working here. That's cool. We got a little bit of crime going on up here. Maybe we fill this in with a smaller police station with a few cars, and then that'll help this out. Yeah, state infrastructure, crime and justice. So that's pretty small. Okay, we're going to go the other way then. And it's got all the requisite. Yeah, they sure go through coal. Wonder if having a coal loading and unloading station would speed things up so that we've got a little better throughput here. I think that would definitely make a difference. Wonder if that's so it would be aggregate loading station, is that right? I always get those mixed up. Let's try load. No, it would be an unloading station, right? Because we want to. So if I put in like one that has 4 loading spots, that would probably make a lot more sense, right? Or some sense anyway. Oh, that didn't take any time. Okay. Okay, where was I? Do we have a different one? And we could set it up to have one way. Well, yeah, I think that's really worth the effort, but I don't know. Let's see. This has 2 and this has 1, so it's either this one or this one. Kind of prefer the look of this one, but I don't know. Just do it like this. They don't like that. I'm sorry. I mean, if I have it pointed this direction, and then connect the road up through there or something. I'm just gonna try something instead of. Okay, that connects up. All right. Let's see if we can get a road in from here. Get that's there. Okay. Well, it'll go in there for sure. Gotta change this up though. Okay, that's not a problem. It'll temporarily work for that. Be working on all of that stuff. Okay. How are we looking? Sorry, I'm trying to get there. We are. People, okay, I see. This is almost getting, oh, this just needs the asphalt brought in. Wow. next to no time getting that dealt with. We're in rolling mode, so let's continue on with the next two sections. And we're up to 50 minutes here, so we're getting close to calling this an episode. Yeah, you're done. Things are rolling along reasonably well. Fewer drinking water issues, and our happiness is going up. Okay. Yeah, see, if we'd had the four slot loading station, we wouldn't have a backup because this can only deal with 2 at a time. So I think we're doing pretty well. We're staying much closer to the 160. Maybe adding one more bus and upping it to 200 or something might be a good idea. But again, we need to be able to keep up with coal. We're doing okay for iron, but we definitely need to be able to keep up with the iron scenario. So they're almost done here, and then we can get those two started, and then we'll call it an episode. So we're definitely getting our roads here dealt with. Yeah, dropping in all the materials we need. Let's get that one dealt with as well. May as well. And we got a fire. Good times. Where are we at? Oh. Let's pause this. Oh, there's a truck on the way. There he is right there. Good, good. Fire extinguished. Yes. Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, we're starting. Where am I? I want the field. Here we are. I wanted to see if they use the this fuel tank. So the farm refueling station. When they're close enough to it, obviously. 700. Okay, well, we should have crops in here, which means I can probably, let's start with 60 people working in there. Yeah, which may mean we need another bus as well, but we'll see. And I don't want to drag this out too much longer. I don't know how much longer these guys are going to be. To finish that field off. Maybe I can let it run for a bit after the save and watch it and just report what happens. Or even starting up in the next episode. But yeah. So this is cool. Lots of action. Okay, good, good. Do we have workers in here? We do, and yeah, we're getting food there. So we're gonna need some covered hulls here. Yeah, we'll deal with all that next episode. See how. Yep, we're getting all the materials delivered. Good stuff. Yes. And do we have a road? We have a road. So I'm going to get these guys working on that. It was kind of my idea all along, was to do that, but yeah. Okay. All right, well, I'm thinking we're calling that an episode. Nothing nothing too wild jumped out this episode. That's a good thing. So good stuff. Next episode we'll be looking at getting this city planned out and seeing what we can come up with for maybe a little bit of a different city design. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see what pops out of the brain. Anyway, thanks for hanging with me today. Appreciate that, and have yourself a wonderful day. Cheers.